All right, ready?
We're back.
We're back. Okay, we have one more example to do, but it's gonna be long enough that it'll take us over. The whole thing would be over 10 or 15 minutes, so I'll just split it up there. The next one, I erased it. I wasn't too smart. Is all right. X to the third e to the x dx. Doesn't that one look painless?
No.
It looks painless. All right, set up your box.
Wait, can we do tabular method
We
now?
will in a minute.
I love that thing. I just have to figure out how to do it.
All right, yeah, you'll watch a little closer this time, I think. All right, we're gonna set up our box, as you might suspect.
Are we gonna have to do 3? Oh,
No,
that's
because it's
fun.
cubed. Is
Right.
that what does? Like if it goes to power, then you have to
because
do
don't you always want just a single number as du? Like just like a number like 2 or 4?
Yeah,
That's
you would
what
like.
works.
You would like, yeah. All right, this one, not always. Sometimes we've done ones that have cubes in it, and it depends what it's paired with, but sometimes this is not a problem. If you look back on the examples, you'll see we've had cubes and squares that didn't create 2 boxes and 3 boxes, but this one will.
Okay.
So when you take the derivative of 3x cubed, you get 3x squared. The integral, at least the integral is easy. So, set up the box, Gianni. From the box, set up the problem, then what comes of it?
It would be e to the x cubed minus the integral of e to the x times 3x squared.
All right, Gianni, have we made any progress?
Not really.
Well, we have in what way?
The original problem is out of the integral sign.
Right, so we went from degree 3 to what?
3 cubed.
Right. So we are making progress, but not quite enough. All right. So we're going to do this one again, but give it that your evil eye on here, because we're going to have the evil eye twice on this. So please catch my mistakes. I always make them with this negative sign. All right. So everything behind that. So I'm going to make sure that the negative sign is there. Everything behind that is going to be negative. All right. All right, Aaron, pick for me from this integral.
Make 3x squared.
Yeah, so that's not bad. All right, so do it. Aaron, what is the derivative?
6x.
And what is the integral?
E to the x.
All right, so Brendan, give me the uv minus v du. Integral v.
3x squared times ex minus the integral of ex times 6x.
All right. So, and there's a dx
Can do
there.
it
Yeah.
again.
All right, so is that integratable, Gianni? As it is now. So have we made progress? All right, now we're down to degree 1. So we are making progress. All right, so we're going to have, I'm going to distribute this negative sign now, because when I let it go too long, I lose it. All right, so I distributed the negative sign to these values behind it. Is that right? I hope that's right. Okay, because I always end up with the wrong sign at the end. All right, back to you. Aaron, pick again. One more
6x
time.
is you.
Yeah, 6x.
Finally down to just 6.
Yeah, at least it's e to the x. E to the x is sweet. So we end up with, Brendan, what's the uv minus integral of v du? That will follow it. Wait a minute. All right.
6x times e to the x minus the integral of 6 e to the x.
Yay!
You can pull the 6 out.
Right. I don't know if I have room to finish this one. e to the x, x to the 3 minus 3x squared, e to the x plus 6x e to the x minus, and what is it again? 6 e to the x plus c. Alright, let me see if I got the signs wrong. Do you see anything I did wrong? I often do. And please notice in the back of the book, they love to factor these things, so if you're checking, actually that's right.
Yay!
Alright, tabular method. Where are you there, Jonathan? Are you in the blue? Have you done one box on the blue yet?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of one box on the blue. Alright, so let's do this one with the tabular method. So can you see it, Aaron?
What?
Can you see
Oh,
over
yeah.
here? Alright, so the first thing you do is do plus, minus, and you keep going plus, minus as many as you need to. Then you start out with the original one that you put in the U box, which is x to the third. So Aaron, differentiate all that. What's the derivative of that?
3x squared, 6x, 6, 0.
Alright, you stop when it hits 0. Alright, so then the next column you put in the thing you're going to integrate, the dB. So that's e to the x. So on this one it's e to the x, e to the x, e to the x, e to the x. And then you do that thing I said. So you go straight across and then diagonals like that until you run out. See, this one would have no diagonal to match. So pulling that all together doesn't give us what we want. Positive x cubed e to the x. Then we had a negative 3x squared e to the x. And then we had a positive 6x e to the x. And then we had a minus 6 e to the x. Did we get
That's
the
so
same
cool.
thing?
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, a little quicker, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, just a little bit.
But there's not much understanding.
Just
And
the
that is
difference in
true
board
monkey
steps.
math right there.
That's
Because
so
it's like,
nice.
Uh-huh. You
All
just
you
have to do
all you
basic
do is
integration
find
and
values.
finding derivative.
And if you have like an e to the x, like it's so easy.
yeah, the ones you would do probably will have something a little different, like a sine x, but that's not too bad. Because it integrates fairly easily and differentiates.
So on our homework, which method can we use?
Yeah. Oh, I was waiting for that question. I say either, because you did the integration by parts yesterday. And I figure if you were in a test situation, your time is your worst enemy. So you would definitely switch to the
And that would be-
method. And there it is, right in our book. So why would they teach it to us and say don't use it? You know?
I'd be so scared I'd
I
get
just
the
don't
sign
teach it.
wrong for that too.
Yeah.
I would
Really?
much rather do it the long
for,
way.
for those.
What
See?
if I wanted to call it
No,
on
for-
the
for,
like, regular-
Before
I
you even get
know.
to it.
I know. I got it right today, but last night I don't know why I messed up the signs. Okay. So you have a quiz that's due tomorrow, so I'm only going to ask you to do 2 of these tonight, or start now. One of them will be a 2-parter, and one will be a 3-parter. So you may use tabular method, so it won't stretch you too much. So the 2 that I want you to do are numbers 29 and 30. Numbers 29 and 30. You don't know which is a 2 and which is a 3, but you will when you look at it. Because I trained you how to know, so. Alright, so 29 and 30 as the assignment, so I'll add it to this list. It's not the same homework.
This is what I started 7 to 10.
Numbers 29 and 30. Alright, is that still taping?
Yeah.
Alright, Morgan, that's all we have. 29 and 30 will mimic what you just saw me do. You may use the tabular method. And I guess, does she have her book? Does anyone know?
I think Miss
All right.
Kim got it yesterday.
Yeah, well, just in case, let me just do 29 and 30. Is this the right page? Right page. All right. Numbers 29 and 30 are right there for us. one of them will need integration by parts 3 times and one 2 times. Can you read those numbers? I think so. Okay, Morgan, we're hoping to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.